This is Darren from Safety Hangar. Just want to say thank you if you've bought a pack with us and you're here watching the walkthrough. I'm going to try my best to try and do this all in one take and show you around the software. So what we'll do is we'll go bit by bit and go through each element of the software, and I'll try to explain it as best I can. Obviously, feel free to get in touch with us if you need any additional help. And so what we'll do now is we'll go through the software. Okay. So if you come to the screen, you'll be, once you've logged in, you'll come through to this dashboard. There is two different types of views within the software. There is a user view and an admin view. The best way for me to describe the two different types of view is the admin view is for everybody that is in the office or anybody with permissions to be able to see all of the information within the business. A user view is for everybody that is working on site, whether that's clients, customers, subcontractors, or employees and staff that you just want to sign documentation, give feedback information, and be able to see the information that you want them to see. So in this instance, you are going to be the admin, so we will start off with the admin view. So once you click admin view, you now get all of these tabs down the left-hand side. We'll go through one by one. But the key thing to remember here is most of these tabs all link together. The first tab on the left is the users. This is normally where you would start. And usually we would have sent you an email and asked you for all the users that you require, and we would set them up for you. If for any instance that hasn't happened or you want to do these yourself, then I'll now show you how to create a user. We do have other videos on all of these tabs, how to show you to do these things one by one, but we'll go through this and do now in a walkthrough. So in the top right-hand corner, you click Create. You would then select the user type, whether this is an employee, subcontractor, and all of these. You'd select the job role. If you can't find a job role, you can add one here. Add their name. And their email. You can add all the other information in here as well. You don't have to add this information in now, and also once this user logs in, they can also add this themselves afterwards. Click on next step. You've got the emergency contact details, and again, if you want to add that now, you can, or the user can add it for themselves afterwards. Company details, so if these are a subcontractor or a client, then you can also add them in as a separate company if you wish, and you can either add a new one or select an existing company within all of your companies in here. This occasion we'll select no. You can add a logo of a subcontractor or a photograph of an employee. And then you can do one of two things. You can save, or you can save and send the login details. If you save and send the login details, they'll get their login details instantly via email. If you just save, this will take you through to the users tab again, and then you'll be able to send that again later, which I'll show you now. So here in the users tab, if we haven't sent a login details yet, you'll have a blue send user login email. If this is still a light, they've never logged in, and you'll also be able to see that here with last logins. Click here and this will send them an email. You can edit any of the information of your users by using the orange pencil. You can delete/archive a user just by pressing the red bin. If you just want to view the information of one of these users, click on the green eye. And here you'll be able to see all of the information for that user. Now, our software, like I said, links together. So not only will you get this information, in the user tab, you can find out everything that is linked to them across the top, whether that's the documents, locations, forms, checklists, training, and check-ins. The one there that I missed out was files, and this is the only place that you can find files in our system. And this is specific for sending and receiving files between you and this user. So you must make sure that anything you're sending is just between you two. Requesting and assigning is very simple. Input the information of what you require and send. Or again, you can add your file in and send it from here. The others across the top we'll get to in a moment. But again, if you know you're looking for something or something that's attached to this person, you can look across the top in here and you'll be able to find it. Again, very easy to update the user, just clicking on the pencil, and you can edit any of the information that we've been through before. Okay, so that's users done. We'll now move on to companies. So companies, this section is for you to manage all of your subcontractors. Previously in the users tab, we selected yes or no to a company. In there, if you select yes, you set up a company and that will drag it through into this part of the software. From here, you're able to approve or unapprove companies. By clicking on these parts, you're able to send an email and let them know whether they're approved or unapproved. And this can also be done by sending them forms or checklists to find out if you would like to get more information from them. Moving through to calendars. So the calendar here is a digital calendar. Everything you do within this software, if you input a date or an expiry date, it will bring it through into your digital calendar. Now, as an admin, you have two different ways of looking at the calendar. You have your events, which is here as my events, which will show you on a weekly basis, a daily basis, or a monthly basis, all of the things that you need to be doing or undertaking. You can see all the completed ones. So if there is anything that's been completed, or you can see all of the events for the company itself. By clicking on all events, you'll see everything that everybody needs to do. And this again goes for active or completed. Really straightforward, really clear and concise, different colors to show the different types of things that need to be undertaken. And again, you can see on a weekly basis, monthly basis, and daily basis. Moving on to the assets. So our asset system is a very clever inventory of all of the kit and equipment and products that you create within your business. Every time you create an asset, you are given an asset code and also a QR code. Now what I'll do is I'll go through and show you how to create one. So you press the blue create button in the top right hand corner. Type the name. And here you can edit a registration number, serial number, or internal reference that you would like to use. So here may be the serial number of the cement mixer. And then you have an asset type. Here we're going to select a piece of equipment. Is it an active or inactive piece of equipment? And the description. Now we don't need to put too much in here for this, just a cement mixer. Next, you can select a location. Here you can decide whether you want this mixer associated with a certain site or location that you have. Now you can either add a new one or select an existing. By selecting existing, we'll bring up all of your existing locations, and we'll get to locations in a moment. But to add one, you would just click one of these here. Or you can add a new one and set up a whole new location. And again, this will link through to your locations tab. So for now, we will just select this one. And this part here is, would you like to geotag this asset? Now, geotagging assets is done very easily from a mobile phone using the locations built within. If I was to pick this cement mixer up and move it from site 1 to site 2, rather than having to come back into the system and trying to change the address and type it in and add everything else, really straightforward. What I can do is log in, go to the cement mixer and click geotag this asset. By selecting yes, I can then use my current location from my phone, and it will leave the cement mixer there. It will use the longitude and the latitude coordinates to leave the cement mixer at that address, and you will always know where you've left it. Really clever, really straightforward, and nice and simple to use. If you want to add a photograph, you can do just by clicking add photo here and then pressing save. Here you now have your asset. You've got the overview, so whether it's an active or inactive, all the information, the last place you left it, and if you geotag it, it will bring up the map. Any checklist for this piece of equipment or this asset, any forms, any documents, and any training. Nice and easy, clear and concise, and everything linked across the top. You can edit this asset by using the orange crayon, or you can also download a QR code. So I can either download a sheet and put it above where it's stored, again, if it's the product or if it's like a piece of equipment, or I can download a sticker. And these stickers can be attached to all pieces of equipment. I'll open one to show you. This makes life really easy to scan this QR code and find all the information out about this piece of equipment or this product. Also, moving it is really simple. Log into the system, scan the QR code, and then just press move this asset via geotag. Nice and simple, really straightforward. And there's lots and lots of uses and ability to using this QR code system. So now that's been created, it now adds it to your inventory of your assets, and nice and straightforward to find all the information out. Here on the right hand side, you've also got view, edit, and copy. So if you've got multiple assets or products that are very similar, you can copy them and then just edit the information that you require. If you don't require any more, you can just delete. Nice and straightforward. Next, we're going to move to documents. Here in the document section, you have got all the different types of documents that you could require within your business. In the top right hand corner, you've got create button. If you use to press this create button here, this will bring up all of your options. We've got risk assessments, method statements, combined RAMs, COSH, policy, toolbox talks, construction phase plan, and miscellaneous documents, which also gives you lots and lots of documents in here that you may require, like business terms and conditions and a daily sign-in sheet. Definitely worth having a look around and seeing all the different documents that we provide as templates for you to use. Really straightforward to edit, and we'll run through these in another video of how to create certain documents on our YouTube channel. So if you want to see more in depth on how to create those, then please go ahead and follow those. Once you've created a document, it's really straightforward to see one. So if you click on the eye here, you'll be able to go through and actually visually see the document. And again, this will be in your complete branding that you've shared with us in the initial email. So your colors, your logo, and all of your accreditations will be on all of your documentation. As you come down, really clean, simple to read for all of your staff to keep people nice and safe. And then you've got the method statement here at the bottom. Right at the bottom of the form, we've got the sign-in sheet. And here on the sign-in sheet, this is all done digitally. You don't need to download this, print it off and get people to sign it and then re-upload it back into the system. Everything we do here is done digitally to make your life easier and quicker. If I've just completed this and I'd like to sign it, in the bottom left-hand corner, you can just press sign. And if I just come out here, or what you can do is you can assign this to any of your users and staff by clicking the purple button here. Really quickly, as many as I need to send it to, press this green button and it sends the email and the notification. Your staff then get a notification up here under the bell icon as well as the email. Once I've sent these out and I'd like to know if they've seen it, signed it and understood it, in here will be all the information, the company, the name, the email address, have they signed it, and the requested date and the date that they've signed it. So nice and straightforward. And what we'll do is we will just find one in here to show you. Click here, and this is what it will look like. All the documents work in the same way. Again, with the dates, so the dates linking with your calendar. And then once you've created a document and assigned it to people, the same with users. You can go to users, go to documents and find that document for that user in their tab. If you'd like to send lots of documents at once, you can use the bulk assign. And here you can select all the documents you want. Once you've done that, you can select the people that you want to send them to. So really quick on sending out lots of documents for one site all at once. So this is the document section, and this bit is now done. We'll move on to checklists. So the checklist dashboard looks like this. This will show you all of the active checklists, all the checklists that have been completed today, and all of the items that have been completed today. As a visual, you'll be able to see all the completed items and whether they've passed or failed, dates and times, and on the left-hand side, all of the incomplete. Any additional comments that this person or any of the people that are completing checklists will appear here. You can also filter these to however many comments you want to be able to see. To create a checklist, click View and press Create. You can either do this from scratch or from a template. And again, if you watch one of our other videos within our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see Create from Template, the checklist. If you want to go back to the dashboard, click the dashboard button. Again, these checklists, they are assigned in the same way using this purple tab, being able to see them being signed and when they were signed using the grey tab, being able to edit them with the orange pencil, and the blue copy button is to copy the checklist to create a very similar one using the same information. When you assign these checklists, they are assigned slightly differently, so I'll just show you that. So if we click on this purple tab here, this will bring you to assigning the checklist to users. The first one is about how often this will be done. So if you have a task that you need to be checked on a daily basis, you would select daily, and again weekly, 6 monthly and monthly. So lots of different options there. Who should it be assigned to? The asset. So select any of the assets. So again, if you want a certain piece of equipment check-in with this checklist on a weekly basis, you would select the asset. Is there a location? So you would select the location of where it needs to be assigned, and then the date that it initially needs to be. And again, back to calendars, this will link through into that person's calendar to make sure that it is seen for them and that they are undertaking a checklist. Also, with a digital calendar, every morning you will get an email with all of the information and assignments that you are required to undertake for that date. So digital calendar is quite clever. It will prompt you via email as well. Who will be able to see this assignment? So again, all users or just admins and assignees only. So this here is if you're just sending it to certain people or if you want everyone to see it. And then the next part here is, would you like it to be collaborative or individual? So if you've got multiple people working on a multiple site and it is a snagging checklist, you may want it to be collaborative so they can all add to the one checklist and do a snag each. If it's individual and it's just one person, then you select this part. Select the user that you'd like to send it to, and then press save, and then that's it. That you've now assigned that checklist. Moving on, we're going to go to training. Now our training tab here is really straightforward to sort of understand. It's very simple from a point of view of it's very similar to the checklists and the documents. So to create one, you would select add and you would click internal training. From here, from a template, and this will bring up the training in here. Now the bottom four here are our certified training for e-learning for your staff. And the top one is a construction site induction template. This is quite clever. This inducts users onto your site. So let's say you've got somebody turn up to one of your sites or a location and they haven't been there before. They can find all the information out of your site on there. They can then go through all the information, complete an exam at the end, and this just This could just be a question of, have you read and understood our site induction? And at the end, they will be given a user login, and then you can give them permissions to see equipment and information within your pack. So it's quite a good way of, if you've got an unmanned site and you're not going to be there to meet somebody, you can leave a QR code poster of a site induction on the wall. They can scan it, undertake the induction, and be logged into your software. So it's really, really cool way. These underneath, you can, very straightforward, just select one of these, and then you can then assign out a fire awareness training to all of your guys. Same way is you will be able to see who and hasn't done it from this tab here. If for any reason you need to see the training records or for accreditations, you can select training records here. This will show all of your guys, all of the training that you've sent out, and you can also download it using the button at the top here. QR sheets are available for all of our training. So again, you can leave these in the office, on site, at any of the locations that you have, and your users can then go ahead and scan these and undertake their training nice and easy. Use the red bin at the end if you'd like to remove any of the training out. Also, you can add in your own external training. So if you've got external training providers, you can do that by pressing on Add External Training, and you can add all the information in here. That will also then add it to your training matrix. So that is the training tab done. We'll move through to your accident book. So accidents here. Obviously, we don't want many accidents being put in, but it's very good practice to be inserting your accidents as and when they happen. Small accidents do happen, and they should be added to your accident book. So it's very straightforward to create the date of the incident, the time of the incident, notify users, and then all the information will open up about the accident. And it's really, really straightforward to add it to a location, and obviously the contact the injured party. So really, really straightforward. Any other documents or anything that needs to be added can be added here, and this will be added to your accident book. Really, really quick and straightforward way, but also very compliant, very concise on logging all of your accidents. So this is your accident book. Okay, so we'll move across to locations. So these locations here are all the locations that are within your business. So they could be your office, they could be sites you're working on, they could be remote sites. It can be anything, any location that you require, you can create in here. And if we go ahead and we look at one of the locations, it will show you a map of exactly where they are. Any documents assigned with that location, any assets assigned with that location, any checklists, any forms, any check-ins and check-outs, any training, and any users that are assigned with this location. Now, it's really straightforward from here. So if on this site I want to create a document for here today, I don't have to just look at the ones that have already been created. I can press the create button and create a document from here. If, for example, I want external door installation and maintenance, if I want to create another one for this location, it's really simple to press create from existing document, and it will pull up all the documents I've created before, and I can now add it to this location. Really quick and simple, and editable very fast. Visually, you can add photographs and pictures in here. So if you're taking pictures of your sites, you can add them in on the left here. And again, visually makes life really easy to view your sites and your locations from here. At a glance on the right here, you'll be able to see what has been completed for each location, whether that be assets, check-ins, checklists, documents and forms. You can edit, you can copy a location, and you can delete one from here as well. Also, we do have the QR code, so you can have a sticker or a QR sheet. And the QR sheet, again, you can put on site or on the poster on the wall. And when your guys arrive, they can scan this and see all the documentation, everything they need for that site. One thing I just better quickly show you with regards to locations, once you've set all your users up and you have set up a new site, people won't just see all the information on that location. You'll need to go to users and you'll need to either add all users or certain users to see this location. So let's say we've got a new site starting up tomorrow and I only want 2 guys to be able to see it. I would go to here, select the 2 guys, and then only those 2 people would be able to see all the information. If there's a new site tomorrow and I want to see all of my guys to be able to see the information, and I don't mind who sees it because it's just a risk assessment and a method statement and a job sheet, then what I'll do is select add all users, and this will add every user from your pack into this location. If there is no users here, no information can be viewed by anybody in your pack other than admins. And that's the locations part done. Moving on to check-ins. So check-ins, this is a clever part of our software where you can check in and out of a location. From here, you can see as an admin who's checked in, who's checked out, and from how far, and obviously the time and the date. So you can see the location, the user, the person that's checked in and out, the date that they started or when they checked in, the date and the time that they checked out, how long they were in for. So again, you could use this for a daily use of people's timekeeping, if they're still on site or if it has ended, and how far they were from the site when they checked in and they checked out. Bearing in mind, it won't let you check in from 2 miles away. You have to be near the site for it to allow you to check in using the geotag in your locations. When they check out, it will also show you how far away. So this was 14 meters and this was 5,000 meters. So we know this person wasn't on site when they checked out. You can also view each individual check-in details. This will give you a pin drop of where they were when they checked in and where they were when they checked out. Really clever piece of our software. This is quite new to us, so really looking forward to you guys getting in and using it and letting us know what you think. You've also got forms. So here you can create any form that you can imagine. So pressing the create button from a template, you can create any form that we've got in here as a template, or you can create one from scratch. And this gives you the ability, and I'll just quickly show you, to create anything in here that you can imagine. So if you want a form for a job sheet or a snag list or a PQQ, anything that you could think of that you might want as a form for within your business and you may send within your business, you can create it yourself from here. Really straightforward and lots of ability to be able to create so many different documents. Once you've then created the forms, it gives you the same ability to send as a checklist, as a document. So this is really powerful that you're able to create all these different types of documents and send them out and have lots of different input and photographs and uploads and stuff into these forms. Also, we have really good reporting, so you can generate reports for these forms. So if you're going to use them for a weekly timesheet from your guys, again, you can generate reports from here and it'll give you all of the information. Really cool and clever part of our software, the forms, and really enjoy this part. So that's been the walkthrough of the Safety Hangar software. If there is anything else that we can help you with, please obviously get in contact. We are always on the phone or on email to help you guys where we can. Also check out our YouTube channel because we've got lots of how-tos on there on using lots of different parts of the system. And obviously, as we continue to grow this community and grow our software, there will be further updates and lots more added to the system. So check out those how-tos on different parts of the software and get some more information. Really hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you on the how-to videos. Thank you.